Hello everybody, this is Judd of White Wave Trading Strategies. Today we're just going to quickly go over a few things that we covered in the room this morning. Early this morning we did a lot of technical digging into the copper miners because of this 50% tariffs, and the name that stuck out was Rio Tinto. That's best poised to profit from the 50% tariffs. And the next one is Freeport, but their mines, this is the chart. There's Freeport. Sorry. It doesn't act as well. It's Rio Tinto is the one that's best suited. The other thing we were looking at was from yesterday again. Is Bitcoin. That's the right chart. Okay. I bought more Bitcoin yesterday, and that was actually spurred by a conversation and a podcast I posted with FRA, and after listening to Ira and Duffy, it made perfect sense to add to that. I am not going to trade this on a short-term basis. I've been sitting through all these wiggles, and I'm going to stay with it. The other commodity that we spent a lot of time with in the morning was silver. You know, silver took off against everything early this morning, and it held yesterday on the close. I went into that, it held one of my magic numbers, closed above it, and then we had an explosion, and it's going to the next one. If you want to learn more about how I set up my targets and my macro levels, you're welcome to join the room. We also talked a little bit about crude, because guys have been looking to buy crude down here for the last couple of days. I need a 69.15 print to start coming back up. I'm not sure it gets more, much. I'm not sure you get much above that initially, but that's the first level I'd be looking at next week. When you go to a weekly, it's going to have a hard time getting through that area. But you can see in the longer time frames, it went to the lower part of the trading range and started up again. The other things I liked that we focused on this morning was Microsoft. For the last couple of days, it gapped up on Wednesday, came back yesterday and back and filled at the momentum line, held it, and started up again today. It went right down there. We talked about that early in the morning. That was the first name to hold. So that's just a little bit about what we've been doing. The risk spreads, as you can see here, the equity bond spreads are being led by the bonds. That is positive with an ORH day. Same thing with the NASDAQ. That lined up with perfectly lined up with the NASDAQ futures at the momentum line overnight, and then it went back down there and retested before, the first 30 minutes of trading. Everything held, and we started going the other way. So that's all I have for you tonight. And if you'd like to know more about what we do, You can go to whitewavetradingstrategies.com and sign up for a free trial.